Listen, if you're anything like me, you're a huge fan of video games, right? And I've got something special for you today, which I want to share with you, right? A concept which I've created, which I just thought about and I wanted to share it right here, right? And the concept goes as follows, right? Now, if you're a fan of, like, let's say story games, you know that there's missions in a game, right? And you complete certain missions and you get like money, you get fame, status, respect plus, mission plus, respect plus, you know what I'm saying? GTA San Andreas, you play all these games and you get some sort of reward, right? You play a mission, you get money, or I'm just repeating myself, but you know what I mean, right? And when you complete a certain mission, you get certain things, you get certain sort of stats boosts, and you get all these sort of bumps, right, to your character and your sort of player that you're playing in the game. And what I want you to know about this reality as well, it's not much different to what a game looks like. Now, granted, there's many differences. There's like, it's crazy, right? Let me just look. It's all very crazy when you're seeing this outer sort of reality. It's very different from a game, but it's kind of similar to one when it comes to the way you operate in this game app, because this is all a game of vibration. This is all a game of perception. If you perceive something differently compared to me, chances are you see that thing differently, and so that different thing has a different impact on you, right? And so I heard this one analogy, or this one example, not analogy, this example, where if you look outside and you hear a bird chirp, for me, it might be something pleasant, like, oh, it's nature. But for you, it might be, oh, this annoying bird might just let me sleep for like a couple more minutes, right? You know what I mean? So it's very different. And so getting back to the example which I was talking about, when you have an intention of what you want to achieve in the future, let's say it's about getting that body that you always wanted. Let's say it's about getting that diet that you always wanted. Let's say it's about making a certain amount of money which you never believed you can make, right? Or let's say it's about getting better at a sport and playing like an athlete would play it, right? Or maybe it's getting more smart and then seeing yourself being like, yo, I never thought I would be that smart, right? Becoming unbelievably smart that you can't really believe yourself. Now, the way I do that is by simply imagining myself as a person that's already has been through those experiences and just kind of replaying that mission again. So, you know, when I said replaying missions, this is what I mean, right? When you go through an experience, you kind of have the experience of what you've just experienced, right? Let's say I go to the gym and I do all these things so I can get a good body. I do all these things, so I'm here, and I finally got the body I always wanted, right? When I sort of look back, it's way easier for me to know what I need to eat, what I need to do, how I need to sleep, the people I need to be talking to in order to get to the body that I have. Now, I'm not saying that the people that you talk to directly impact on the physique that you have, but it's like people have this sense of energy and aura, which helps you become your own person as well, which helps you develop your own character, right? And so when you look back all these experiences, you kind of have the experience, you have the knowledge of what you have, right? You have the skills that you've learned throughout that experience. And so when it comes to tackling things which you've never tackled before, let's say it's about making money in this sense, right? Or it's about learning a new skill. It's about learning how to cook, right? Now, when it comes to learning how to cook, I really like cooking, by the way, but that's why this example came to my mind, right? When you are going to cook and you're shit at cooking, it's kind of like replaying a mission, right? You basically, even if you haven't cooked at all, you imagine yourself that you've already done that thing and you're kind of like a master at it, and you basically do the cooking, which, you know, you're not really that good at cooking right now, but you just kind of think to yourself, yeah, I'm actually good at this, I'm an expert. And you just kind of have this intention of, I've already done this before and I've succeeded at it, let me do it again. When you have that intention, or when you have that sort of frame which you're operating the world at, you do that thing effortlessly, right? Effortlessly. You do that thing effortlessly, right? And so it becomes much more easier to you. You can just grasp everything which you're going through. You can feel the experience of cooking for the first time ever, but it feels like you've done it a lot of times. It's the same with replaying missions. When you replay a mission, you're basically replaying something which you already played. So you know where you're gonna go, you know what you're gonna do, you know the controls of the game, and you basically know everything, right? And so it's the same with when you're experiencing life right now. Now, it's very difficult to see it that way at the start, but when you practice it more and more, you start seeing a gap between the current self which you operate at right now and the self which you operate at after you kind of shift this mindset, or you put this mindset in your brain, right? And so with that being said, I hope this mindset really helps you transform the way you think and the way you do things. And I've been enjoying making like the process of like these long videos, which are really beneficial and people find value in them. And so if you would like to watch one, I'll probably link the whole playlist in the description down below so you can see. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.